Hi everybody, I'm Coach McCreary from Baseball by the Yard. Thanks for stopping by for today's video tip. Today's tip is for pitchers, and it's called the second balance point that pitchers need to do every time they're doing their delivery, either from the stretch or from the windup. Now, of course, when you're talking about something called the second balance point, I think it's important to kind of review what the first one is. The first balance point that a pitcher is going to make is something that is not uncommon. A lot of pitchers, even at the younger ages, at some point are going to hear a coach or dad say, listen, before you throw forward to the catcher, you have to make sure that you get all your weight back. Okay, your knee's got to come up, and not just come up, but it's got to come back so that you gather all your weight on that back leg for even a split second. You got to get all your weight back before you go forward. That is the first balance point that a pitcher needs to get. Okay, so kids are taught that. That's not a secret. They hear that a lot, and coaches will say, if you do that, you'll be able to get on top of the ball more. You'll be able to throw down the strike zone. Everything tends to get better. Occasionally, you hear a kid say, Coach, I got a problem. I'm doing what you're telling me to do. I'm getting to that balance point. I'm getting all my weight back before I go forward, but my fastball is still up in the zone. It's flat. I'm not getting any downward movement. I'm not able to get my curveballs down or sliders, whatever. I'm hanging everything. I'm doing what you're telling me to do. Something else is wrong. Quite often, what is wrong is the second balance point. The pitcher's not getting to that very important second balance point. So here's what I mean. First, I'm going to show you what a lot of pitchers do incorrectly. They get to the balance point, the first balance point, correctly. And then from here, their first movement with their body is forward. Okay? So they come up, they come set, they bring their knee up, and then when they bring the ball out of their glove, their body goes forward. Okay? So that when they are just about to land on their lead foot, the ball is down here. Okay? Now, if that's occurring, this arm down here is late. Okay? The top half of your arm is not in sync with the timing of where your feet are. And that's where the second balance point comes in. When I'm working with pitchers, I make sure that before they go forward, their foot has come down. It's not up and then step forward. It's up and then down. So two things happen at the same time. The ball comes out and it drops down, and the foot comes down. Now you notice I really haven't gone forward yet. I've come to a second balance point. This is number one, and this is number two, and then I go forward. Okay? Now, it's not a robotic movement here. It's not like I want pitchers who, let's say, go into windup to come set and stop, come down and stop, and then go forward. I don't want that. It is going to all come together, and it's going to look more like this though, okay? So if it's normal, say so, motion speed, I'm in my windup, my first balance point, second balance point, and then I go forward and I throw. Now what that second balance point does, it gives my arm more time to go through the proper arm path that it's got to take. If my arm is late going through that arm path, it's not going to get to the release point in time. Instead of getting here, my release point, it might be back here. And that's when the fastballs come up, they get flat, my breaking pitches curve or hang, and I'm running into a lot of problems. So if you're a pitcher or if you're a coach of pitchers, still focus on getting your pitchers to that first balance point, but also talk to them about that second balance point, which is going to get their lower half and their upper half, meaning their arm path, in sync and timed correctly. If not, the lower half is going to be rushing, the arm drags, and a lot of things go wrong from there. Okay? So work on that second balance point too. It is just as important as the first balance point. Okay, folks, I'm Coach McCreary signing off until next time. Keep working hard, everybody. Take care.